IQ, it determines how smart you are. Right, but psychology shows something deeper. Intelligence isn't just about how much you know. It's also about how you think, how you process information, and how you understand the world. These abilities can become more sophisticated through learning and experience. Here are 7 levels of thinking and how they shape the way you understand the world. Level 1. Impulse thinking. At this level, people react instead of think. Their decisions are driven by emotions, habits, and impulses rather than logic. They rarely stop to question or analyze what's happening. Psychologists link this to low cognitive control, where the brain chooses quick reactions over careful reasoning. Level 2. Basic awareness. Here, the person starts noticing patterns, behaviors, and simple cause and effect relationships, but their understanding remains surface level. They can recognize what is happening, but not fully explain why. This marks the beginning of more conscious thinking, but it still lacks depth. Level 3. Logical thinking. At this stage, thinking becomes structured and deliberate. People use logic to solve problems, connect ideas, and make reasoned decisions instead of relying on emotion. This is where most formal education focuses. But logic alone isn't enough to truly understand the bigger picture. Level 4. Critical thinking. Now the brain starts questioning information instead of simply accepting it. People analyze evidence, challenge assumptions, and look for flaws in reasoning. This represents an important shift toward independent thinking. Instead of repeating ideas, the person evaluates them. Level 5. Self-aware thinking. At this level, the brain turns inward. You don't just think. You observe your own thinking. You notice biases. You catch mistakes. You become aware of how your own mind works. Psychologists call this metacognition. It's an important skill because it allows people to monitor and improve their own thinking. Level 6. Big picture thinking. Here, thinking becomes more complex. You stop seeing isolated events and start seeing systems. You recognize patterns, connect seemingly unrelated ideas, and think in models instead of moments. This broader perspective often supports creativity, innovation, and better problem-solving skills. Level 7. Strategic thinking. At this level, thinking becomes flexible, long-term, and deliberate. You adapt your approach depending on the situation. You plan ahead, consider consequences, and shift perspectives when necessary. This kind of thinking relies on strong cognitive control, mental flexibility, and long-term planning. Intelligence is no longer just about thinking well.